Hello, welcome back to Assetto Corsa. Thank you very much for joining me. Let's bring this here in this video, and today I'm going to be doing a race with this Seat Leon TCR DSG Cup car. The Leon Cupra, I think, is the correct name for this one, and I'm going to be doing a 10-lap race around this circuit here, Mugello. Is it pronounced Mugello? I don't really know. Mugello, perhaps. That sounds a little bit better. I don't really know. I need to figure that one out. As you can see from the skid marks, I've done a few practice starts just to make sure that everything's loaded and working correctly. It is actually wet, it's early morning, the lights are on, so this is going to be a really interesting race. Let's see how the AI do on this. On top of that, I'm going to talk a little bit about this car. So before we start, let me quickly give you a bit of a rundown of the specs, because obviously I don't want to get the specs wrong, and I can't actually read them whilst I'm actually driving. So we've got a turbocharged 4-cylinder inline engine. Of course, it's front wheel drive front engine. It is a 2-litre engine with a maximum power of 340 340 horsepower at 6,200 RPM with about 420 Newton meters of torque at 2,500 RPM. As I said, it's front wheel drive and it has a DSG gearbox, so it's going to have these paddle shifters, 6 gears, and it has a multi-disc oil-cooled clutch. Any other information that you need to know about this? Not that I actually know of, so it's just very, very basic information. It is a cup car. I think it weighs 1.2 tons or 1,230 kilograms, including the driver, so obviously you have ballast and things like that. And it's part of the TCR racing series in the UK, but can also be used in other places. So let's get on with it, and let's see if there's anything I remember. I'll be sure to put it in. I'm going to actually fill up for, I think I'm going to fill up for 14 laps, because I don't trust that estimated lap. So I'm going to put 17 litres of fuel in. Everything else seems to be absolutely fine. I've moved the brake bar slightly forward. We now go inside. Here we go. Let's give this a go. Can I put into first now? No. Here we go. Here we go at a wet racetrack. You can see the spray being kicked up. You can hear the wheels spinning. Let's see the lights lighting everything up. Let's see what we can do and how we can race. This guy just cut across me. Should I go for the inside? I'm not going to go further on the inside. Let's keep this inside line if we can. Available on Race Department. This is available on Race Department. It comes with all these liveries as standard. I haven't actually installed any extra liveries, any extra paint kits, anything like that, any extra skins. This is all bulk standard. Link will be in the description box below. I actually don't know. The one bit of information that I forgot to get was what the file size was zipped up, but in this day and age, does it really matter? Do file sizes matter anymore? What I will say that this is absolutely wonderfully made. The only thing that I don't like is that, and this is not the fault of the creator, is that it's not compatible fully with the shaders patch. As you can see, there are no raindrops on the screen, and if I did try and start the wipers wouldn't actually be doing anything. In fact, they would look a little bit odd. I wonder if I can creep up the inside of this guy here. The AI is varied a little bit, but it is varying between 90 and 100. I think, is it 102%, 103%? So that's the AI racecraft, and they're all over the field. So it could be, we could have the 100s at the back, could have the 100s right here where I'm fighting currently. So we'll see some definite racing through the field. Of course, with the wet track, it makes things a little bit more interesting. It does make things a lot more interesting, actually. You've got to be you've got to go on the brakes more gingerly. You've got to be on the accelerator a little bit more gingerly. And the fact that it's early morning, so the lights are on. It's really cool. It's really, really cool. And it does feel great to be driving in Assetto Corsa again. It feels great to be racing in Assetto Corsa again. That's the important part. I haven't made an Assetto Corsa video. I've been doing competizione videos, but I don't think I've done a standard Assetto Corsa video in quite a while. There's a guy right off to my side. Alright, I've got him. How did I get past him? Now the brakes down into turn 1 are going to be interesting. Because of the wet track, it's very interesting. This guy here is really pushing me, he is. I think he's one of the definite harder AI, or the hardest of the AI. Of course, all this has been set up with Content Manager. You need Content Manager, good bad weather, the wet mod, all that kind of stuff. So this is a heavily modded Assetto Corsa install. Shaders patch, the works. Lights patch, BLM lights, BLM car. That's when I did my last Assetto Corsa video. I was doing that and it was the... Ooh. Uh-oh. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Right, I'm going to be in last place, I think. It's going to... Yep, there's last place. I've not actually driven this car, so... This is going to be interesting. Now it's a game of catch-up. Catch-up and overtake. Yeah, not having driven this car, I wasn't used to how that drives. And of course in wet conditions that makes it worse, but, you know, that's my own fault. I should have actually practiced beforehand. But I thought it might be more amusing to not practice. And I'm sure you guys are mildly amused. But let's get on the back of this guy in the BWT car. I'll just overtake him, and the next car up will be the monster car. Okay. So the other thing about the AI here are, as I go off again, is that they seem to be stuck on rails sometimes. As you saw there, I understeered slightly. That guy didn't bother turning out. He could still make the turn. He could have given me a little bit more room. He just kept going. They don't bother turning out, so if you make a mistake, the AI are going to punish you just by knocking you off course. But you know what? We're going to get back at them very quickly. These four are easy pickings right now. Yeah, these four are going to be very easy pickings. And let's get ourselves back up and really racing. There's one on the brakes. Got gamer muscle up ahead. There's two. Give that one room. It's still there. Still there. Gone. Let's take this one down. There's three locking up on that one. That's three. Now I've got to be a little bit more careful on this turn. As you can see, it's very easy to get that wrong. Let's go around the outside. That turns to the inside. Give him a little bit of room. There's four. Oh, don't go too wide. Don't go too wide. Lack of grip there on a wet track. If that was dry, that would be a lot easier. I wouldn't have any trouble, but that's the point. That's why I've picked a wet track here. Inside, inside. Okay, all my lines are a bit wonky right now, but let's go catch this lot now. Next lot to catch. Alright, we've got a set of 3 cars here. As you can see, if you look at my lap time and my lap delta and my sector times, I'm setting purple sector times, or purple in places, as I really put my foot down to catch up. Right, can I take a wide line here? Round that. Oh, Swift's in my way. Swift's in my way. Swift is really not very swift at all. Alright, getting the slipstream here. Down this way. Gonna get stuck behind Swift again. Oh, 3 wide. 3 wide. I'm in the middle. That's not ideal. However, I've made it work. Didn't touch anyone. Got in the middle, didn't actually hit anyone. I'm in 13th now. Or that would have been 12th, 11th. This is now P10. Oh, I need a better place to overtake this guy. Maybe out of this corner potentially. Can I go down the inside? I don't think so. This is that bad corner for me. That's my weakest corner, I think. Okay, he hit the brakes quite hard there. So, just go around, cleanly around his outside. Thank you very much. There we go. And now we chase after the other lot. So as you can see, the AI are not the strongest in the wet. It seems like they struggle quite a bit. Maybe I should have just put them all to absolute maximum. But we'll see. We'll see how this pans out. Keep it tight on the inside. Just let it drift a little bit. So yeah, this car to drive as I'm driving it. It's not often that I actually talk about the cars whilst I'm driving them. Normally I've driven them before, and then I'm talking about them. But this car is it's a very interesting drive. It feels really nice. Front wheel drive definitely, because you've got the understeer. The understeer is there without a doubt, and you can feel it all the way through. Every corner you can feel it. You know you're understeering. I'm in 10th place now. Let's try and get... Oh look, there's a whole bunch of cars up there just waiting for me to overtake them. But yeah, you can feel the understeer all the way through. The moment you go on the power, you've got understeer. So there is that, but that's the nature of the car. With its 340 horsepower or whatever, it does feel pretty good. I think that's what 340 horsepower is 344 brake, I think. But it does it. Oh dear. Turn that straight. Turn that straight. There you go. It does feel pretty good. That was just a very wet patch. Interesting. Got to be careful. I think that might have been what caught me out last time as well. Same kind of wet patch, just in a different place. Just got to steer clear of the curbs, I guess. As I was saying, you do feel that 340 odd horsepower. It does feel there. It does feel pretty good. You've got that low end torque, and then it does taper off, so you will get a lot of wheel spin around the lower revs, as you would expect. And keep it in the higher revs, you do get that power. But when you fall off to the lower RPM range, you do have to be careful about wheel spinning, especially in these wet conditions, as you would expect. Alright, let's see if we can get past this guy. Oh, he's very good on that inside. I was kind of hoping maybe he wouldn't be as good on the inside, but he's very good on that inside. Okay, let's see, where can I get him? I'm faster through this. Can I get him up the inside into this corner? Nope. Cut me off there, and he's completely allowed to do so. But I will go clean round his in. I'll go round, I'd say clean round the outside, but no. Went up the inside just with better traction. That's now P9. He really slowed me down. Okay. Let's go. I don't know how many laps we've got. Let's keep going though. Okay, just easing on the brakes now. Trying not to take too much out of the brakes on this car. I'm looking at my tyre wear as well, and my tyre temperatures and things like that. My front pressures are up a little bit, so I do need to be a little bit careful. That might be to do with the fact that I've been going sideways a little bit. So there's some skid marks of me going sideways as well. The sun is starting to come up very slowly, so the lights are not as effective now as they were before, but it's still a wonderful, wonderful drive. And who knew Assetto Corsa could ever look this good? Lots of people there to catch up to. On the brakes, this car's very good. It has very strong brakes, although I do recommend, if you're driving in wet conditions, to bring that brake bias forward, as you will experience some amount of rear locking. Or should I say a lot of rear locking. In that sense, if you leave the brake bias back, it kind of feels like a go-kart. Which of course only has rear brakes, so that's why you have a lot of locking, and it's just a lot of power on the back in terms of braking force. Alright, next target. Look at the purple sectors, or purple, yeah, I suppose they are mini sectors that I have been setting. Next target is a Kuno's car, Casillo. Is that the guy who made Assetto Corsa? Looks like there's a car dedicated to him. Sorry, mate. It's between you and me. There we go. Just about getting past him. In fact, he's probably going to have me, because I'm going to have to brake for this guy. I'll give him room on the inside. I'll give him plenty of room on the inside. But eventually he is going to give that place up and fall in behind me. Call sign is the next one. I love these names. I wonder if they're all real names. Someone just runs around with the name call sign. Alright, let's see. Where do I line up a pass on this guy? So we're now in P8. 7, 6 and 5 ahead. I do feel like the AI, I should have made them harder. But some of these AI are over 100%. And their aggression is really high as well. Which is why you can see that they bump a little bit and things like that. Oh, he's just gone right round my outside. I did not have the grip to do that. I did not have the grip to do what he just did. Not on the inside, I just could not hold him. Alright, can I go on this side? Potentially? No? He's looking to overtake these two in front. Now hopefully maybe they can hold him up enough for me to get past him. I'm hoping. See, that was a bad exit for him. And that might mean something good for me. And there we go, I've been spun out again. And this is what I mean about the drivers. They just don't understand giving me room. They just turn in and just keep going. Back to square one, it seems. P9. I feel like there's about 4 laps to go. That's what I really feel like there is. And I guess I better get a move on this. Come on, let's set some ridiculously quick lap times now. Well, without actually doing that, because that's a really slow way to go around the corner. Right. So, Call Sign is a very aggressive driver. A very good driver, but also very aggressive. And not very human, it seems. So now we've got to go get him. Look at the purples coming up. I am really going for this, I am. Another purple there. And remember, purple means fastest of all, and that means I'm going faster than I have gone on my previous lap too. And there's no way I'm catching the guys ahead, so I'm just going to try and get past these 4. That's my task. Call sign's gone very wide. But if I can get past these 4... Oh, hang on, there's a 5th there as well. Okay, maybe there's 5 to get past, so 4th place is looking possible. 1 lap, 8 out of 10. Hold on, I just saw it at the top. I didn't even realise that that sign is there. See, again. Although that one, I will admit, was completely my fault. But if he hit the brakes and... If he hit the brakes and then went on my inside, then nothing would have happened. But okay, lap 9 out of 10. 2 laps to go. 4 people to catch. I can do this. I can definitely do this. Especially with them fighting each other. Just got to dispatch them all in one fell swoop. That's what I've got to do. So let's have a look. Get on the tail. In fact, let's get past this one. Let's get past this one easily and quickly. Alright. Looks like they're all catching whoever's in 4th place, which is interesting. So they're all pushing each other so hard that they're catching whoever's in 4th place. Right. This is where I make my moves. Go. Come on. There's 1. There's... Come on. Up the inside. I need to get past this guy. Dive bomb. Dive bomb. Not exactly a dive bomb, but half a dive bomb. That's 2, kind of. Haven't really got past him yet. Why would he cut across me? And that's 2, though. I've got to get past this one here. Okay, he's back. Call sign is really aggressive. I'm going to have to be very aggressive with him. Cut him off like that. Right, come on. Outside of that one. Use the slipstream of this one. Final lap. Slingshot. Let's go. Come on. No, you don't. I'm getting this guy. That's pretty good, though. Right, let's get this guy and be done with it. I might even be able to, just if I'm lucky, I might be able to get the guy in front of this guy as well. Oh, but this guy is really holding me up. Massive amounts of holding up. Kodak moment. Right round the outside. Sweep it to the inside. Squeeze him out. Still give him a bit of room though. Show him that I'm going past regardless. Alright. So I don't know whether that was 5th place or 4th place. Didn't actually check. I'll know once I see the back of this guy. Okay. I think that may have been 4th place, so this is 3rd place. So now suddenly we're fighting for a podium. There's 2nd and 1st right there. Down to the last few corners. Who's going to make it? Who's going to make it? I'm going to brake early. I'm going to get in behind him. And I'm going to use that slipstream. Never mind the slipstream. Drag race. Oh, he's got it. Oh, that was a good ending. That was a very good ending. But that is where I'm going to end this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Assetto Corsa. If you want more, leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. Don't forget to support me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ecgadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. Also, don't forget to pick up this car on Race Department. Link is in the description box below. And you can find me on social media at ecgadgetlp for both Twitter and Instagram. That's all from me. Has everybody finished? We're just going to wait for everyone to finish so that we can see the final scores, and then I'll say goodbye and I'll see you guys next time. Wes is finished, Shoes is finished, and we're just waiting for someone in 17th. I don't think I did too badly there. Not too badly. Got knocked around a little bit. Definitely one of the spins was not my fault. The other one was my fault. But there you have it. And we've got the flashing lights on this, so it is partly ready for the shaders mod because we've got the indicators flashing, which look awesome. And there we have it. Should we go to find the fastest lap and things like that? If you just press that, it'll go back to... Here we go. Done. Fastest lap made by me. Most consistent was call sign. No. Don't show that message again. I don't really care. There you go. Fastest lap was by me. What was my fastest lap? I don't actually know. If I click that. By the way, this is Content Manager. This is what shows. Shows us everything we see. And my fastest lap was a 2:16 point... Nope, there you go. 2:14.911. There you go, that was my fastest lap. Anyway, that's all from me, and I'll see you guys next time in Assetto Corsa.